siin hingelt vabana. Lõpuks ometi kohtun sinuga, kuulun sulle, Jeesus, mu oma sa. Rahu, rõõm ja armastus, maitseb valud viimaks möödunud, ilutsen, sest Jeesus elab taas. Elab taas. Oh, kaunis päev, rõõmus päev, mind pestud puhtaks väes. Kaunis päev, rõõmus päev, ei surma enam näe. Muutused on käes. On auline see, su auline tee, kus päästid mind. On auline päev, sinu palet ma näen, Jeesus. Kaunis päev, rõõmus päev, mind pestud puhtaks väes. Kaunis päev, rõõmus päev, ei surma enam näe. Muutused on käes. Muutused on käes. Kes su kojas viibivad, sind igavesti kiidavad. Õnnistatud on kõik need, kelle tugevus on sinu. Kes su kojas viibivad, sind igavesti kiidavad. Õnnistatud on kõik need, kelle tugevus on sinu. Kes su kojas viibivad, sind igavesti kiidavad. Õnnistatud on kõik need, kelle tugevus on sinu. Peagi tuleb päev,
good stuff here tonight.
Ja meil on täna siin head kraami
If you brought your Bible with you, go ahead and open up to Exodus chapter 17.
ja kui sa võtsid kaasa piibli, siis tee see lahti Teise Moosese raamatu 17. peatükist.
And this is our 12th part on our midweek service Bible nights.
Ja see on meie 12. kord juba nendel nädala iga kolmapäevastel piibliõhtutel.
And in our Wednesday night Bible study together,
Ja nendel piibliõhtutel me koos
we are studying the subject of leadership.
uurime juhtimise teemat.
And we are looking at what it is to be a good leader.
Ja me uurime seda, mida tähendab olla hea juht.
Because I think leadership is something that we all need to understand.
Sellepärast ma arvan, et juhtimine on midagi sellist, mida me kõik peaksime mõistma.
And I believe all of us are a leader in some area of our lives.
Ja ma usun, et me oleme kõik juhid teatud valdkondades oma elus.
So we're going to lead somebody somewhere.
Ja kusagil me juhime kedagi.
And the more we understand the principle of leadership,
Ja mida enam me mõistame juhtimise põhimõtteid,
whether it's just in our families,
kas see kehtib ainult meie perekonnas
whether it's on our jobs,
või meie töö juures,
with our friends,
sõprade keskel,
whatever it would be that we do,
ükspuha siis, mida me teeme,
that we would be able to do it in a way where others would be able to follow us in our example.
et me võiksime teha seda sellisel viisil, et teised järgivad meie eeskujule.
And as I teach on these things, the reason I'm focusing on this
Ja põhjus, miks ma keskendun nendele asjadele,
is that I want you all to be better.
on selles, et ma tahan, et te kõik saaksite
I
paremaks.
want you to be better at what you do.
Et te saaksite paremaks selles, mis te teete.
And when you do your part well,
Ja kui teie teete oma osa hästi,
it's going to be a lot easier for somebody else to come and do what you do so that you can go on to the next thing.
siis on palju lihtsam kellelgi tulla ja teha sinu osa, et sina võiksid minna järgmisele tasandile.
And so this is, I believe, the plan that God has for us.
Ja see on minu uskumust mööda see plaan, mis Jumalal on meie jaoks.
It's going to make you better,
See teeb sinu paremaks
and that's going to make our church
ja
better.
see teeb meie koguduse paremaks.
Because our church is going to be great based on the quality of people that are in the church.
Sest meie kogudus on suur tänu sellele inimeste kvaliteedile, kes on meie koguduses.
And I believe that no leader can be a success by himself.
Ja ma usun, et ükski juht ei saa iseenesest olla suur.
And so we need one another,
Me vajame üksteist
and we need to be able to have people that we rely on
ja meil on vaja inimesi, kellele me võime toetuda,
to be able to move forward and to be a success and to do the things that God has for us to do.
selleks, et minna edasi ja olla edukad ja teha neid asju, mis Jumal on meile andnud.
And the ones around you and the ones closest to the leader
Ja need inimesed, kes on meie ümber, kes on kõige lähemal juhile,
are going to be the ones that will determine the leader's success or failure.
on need, kes määravad ära selle juhi kas siis edukuse või läbikukkumise.
And so we want to make sure that we have the right people in the right place doing the right things.
Ja me tahame olla kindlad, et meil on õiged inimesed õiges paigas ja teevad õigeid asju.
And I think our responsibility, each one of us,
Ja meie vastutus igaühele
is to make sure that we're one of those right people.
on see, et me oleme kindlad, et me oleme need õiged inimesed.
That whatever it is that we do, we're the right person for that job.
Et me ükspuha, mida me teeme, siis me oleme õiged inimesed selle töö jaoks.
That we would have a confidence about the call of God.
Et meil on kindlus selles Jumala kutses.
That we would have an assurance about what it is that God desires of us.
Et me oleme kindlad selles, veenunud selles, mida Jumal tahab meie
And that
käest.
whatever we do, we would do it with all of our heart.
Ja ükspuha, mida me teeme seda kogu südames.
Knowing that God has a plan for us.
Teades, et Jumal on plaan meie jaoks.
And so it is important to have good people around you.
Nii et meil on vaja siis, et head inimesed oleksid meie ümber.
It's important to have a good support team with you, whatever you do.
Ja ükspuha, mida sa teed, on hea, kui sul on selline hea toetusmeeskond.
And so we need to learn as leaders
Ja me peame õppima juhtidena,
how to build up people around you
kuidas ehitada üles inimesi enda ümber.
and how to build a team to be able to accomplish a goal.
Ja kuidas ehitada üles meeskonda, kes suudaks selle eesmärgi saavutada, mis
We
meil on.
need to know how to inspire people to be great.
Me peame teadma, kuidas inspireerida inimesi, et nad oleksid suurepärased.
How to inspire people to do more than what they would ever do on their own.
Kuidas inspireerida inimesi tegema rohkem, kui nad ise teeksid.
And I think I'm at the place that I am because people have inspired me.
Ja ma usun, et mina olen selles paigas, kus ma olen, sellepärast, et inimesed on mind inspireerinud.
I'm sure you're at the place that you are because others have inspired you.
Ja ma olen kindel, et sina oled selles paigas, kus sa oled, sellepärast, et teised on sind inspireerinud.
And so we need to learn these skills
Ja me peame õppima neid oskusi,
because these skills can determine your success or your failure in life.
sest need oskused määravad ära, kas sa oled edukas või läbikukkuja elus.
Let me just quick do a review of what we looked at last week.
Ja vaatame lühidalt üle selle, mis me eelmine nädal rääkisime.
We were looking at David and the the leadership examples that we could see from him.
ja me vaatasime Taavetit ja neid juhtimisnäiteid, mis me leidsime tema elus.
We looked at 4 points last week. I'll just run through this real quick.
ja möödunud nädal me vaatasime 4 punkti ja ma kiiresti lähen nendest veel üle.
David always took one enemy at a time.
ja Taavet ründas korraga ainult ühte vaenlast.
You know, you don't need to take more than what your people are ready for.
ja sa ei pea võtma ette rohkem, kui su inimesed on valmis.
Make sure as the leader of whatever it is that you do.
ja
Make sure that whatever you're the leader of,
ja ole kindel, et sa oled juht selles, ükspuha, mida sa siis teed.
that your group is able to do the task that is before them.
et see rühm, kes sinuga on kaasas, on võimelised saavutama seda eesmärki.
And when you're doing what you can accomplish,
ja et sa teed seda, mida sa suudad saavutada.
it's going to help give your people vision and focus for what's ahead.
ja see annab sinu tiimile visiooni ja
Vision and focus.
ja fookust selle suhtes, mida nad teevad.
What's coming?
mis on tulemas?
I want to know what's coming, and I want to know that we can get there.
ma tahan teada, mis on tulemas ja ma tahan jõuda sinna.
If I said next month we want to raise 100,000 euros, you would all look at that and say, well, how's that going to be possible?
ja kui ma ütleksin, et me järgmiseks kuuks kogume kokku 100,000 eurot, siis sa vaataksid mu otsa, küsiksid, kuidas see on võimalik.
I mean, that would be awesome.
see oleks auline.
That would be a fantastic June or July.
ja see oleks väga fantastiline juuni või juuli.
And that could be something we could all get excited about. And yes, let's do this.
ja see võib olla midagi sellist, milles me kõik vaimustume, ütleme, et jaa, teeme seda ära.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if God would give us 100,000 euros? Woohoo!
kas ei oleks imeline, kui Jumal annab meile 100,000 eurot?
But then reality is, how are we going to do it?
aga reaalsus on see, et kuidas me seda teeme.
Unless, some rich guy just walks in and forgets his bank card, we're done.
ja kui just mõni rikas ei tule meie siia koguduse ruumidesse ja unustab oma pangakaarti siia.
There's no hope.
muidu ei ole, vastasel juhul ei ole mingit lootust.
But we want to have goals that we can attack one at a time and win.
aga me tahame, et meil oleksid sellised eesmärgid, mida me võime rünnata ükshaaval ja teame, et me võidame need.
And another thing David did is he always took the weakest enemies first.
ja mida Taavet tegi veel, oli see, et ta ründas kõige nõrgemat vaenlast kõigepealt.
He always took the ones that would be the easiest victory for his team.
ja ta võttis ette need, mis olid kõige kergemad võidud tema meeskonna jaoks.
Because he wanted to develop a mentality of winning.
sest ta tahtis arendada nendest sellist võitja mentaliteeti.
He would set the goals that they could easily accomplish.
ja ta seadis selliseid eesmärke, mida oli kerge saavutada.
So that when the next goal comes, when the harder goal comes, they have a mentality of we can do this.
nii et kui tuli järgmine eesmärk, kui tuli raskem eesmärk, siis neil oli juba selline suhtumine, et me saame sellega hakkama.
And so it's the principle of success builds
ja
success.
see on see põhimõte, et edu ehitab edule.
And so we need to develop that, I believe, in the church.
ja ma usun, et me peaksime seda arendama ka koguduses.
I think it's a good thing for us to have in ministry.
ja see on hea asi, mis meil peaks olema teenistuses.
Is knowing that whatever is in front of us, whatever is ahead, whatever God asks us to do,
teades, et ükspuha, mis on meie ees, mida iganes Jumal käsib meil teha,
that we can do it together.
et me võime teha seda koos.
And so that is an important thing to have.
ja see on üks tähtis asi, mida omada.
Another thing we touched on a little bit last week about David building loyalty.
ja üks asi, mida me veel puudutasime möödunud nädalal lühidalt, oli see, et Taavet ehitas oma meestesse sellist ustavust, lojaalsust.
And I think that when people see our faith and see dedication of the leader,
ja ma usun, et kui inimesed näevad meie usku ja meie pühendumist juhtidena,
that will cause them to become very loyal to you and to want to help you.
et see muudab nad lojaalseks sinule ja annab neile tahte aidata sind.
And then the last thing we looked at last week is David always protected his victories.
ja siis viimane asi, mis me möödunud nädalal vaatasime, oli see, et Taavet alati kaitses oma võite.
He always defended what God had given to him.
ta alati kaitses seda, mida Jumal oli talle andnud.
And when God gives you a victory, you need to protect what God gives you.
ja kui Jumal annab sulle võidu, siis sa pead kaitsma seda, mida Jumal on sulle andnud.
Protect it so the enemy can't come back and steal what it is that the Lord has given you.
kaitsma seda, et vaenlane ei saaks tulla ja ära varastada seda, mida Isand on sulle andnud.
And this applies to really every area of your life.
ja see tegelikult käib kõikide eluvaldkondade kohta.
This can apply to whatever it is that you put your hand to.
see käib kõige kohta, mille külge sa oma käe paned.
When you get that victory, ask God for wisdom on how to keep that victory.
ja kui sa saad võidu, siis küsi Jumala käest tarkust, kuidas seda võitu säilitada.
And I think many times people don't grow in the ministry because they don't protect the things that God gives
ja
them.
ma arvan, et inimesed tihtilugu ei kasva teenistuses sellepärast, et nad ei kaitse seda, mida Jumal on neile andnud.
And so we need to be prepared to keep what it is the Lord gives us.
nii et me peame olema valmis hoidma seda, mida Isand on meile andnud.
But here in Exodus chapter 17 tonight, we're going to start here.
aga täna läheme siis teise Moosese 17. peatükki.
I think it's really important for for us as leaders to realize we need people.
ja meile kui juhtidele on oluline, et me mõistame, et me vajame inimesi.
That leaders, whatever it is that you do, whatever area you're over, you need people to help you.
Et ükspuha, millise valdkonna üle sa oled, sa vajad inimesi, kes sind aitavad.
And the more that you empower people, the more that they will help you to get things accomplished.
ja mida rohkem sa nii-öelda annad jõudu või väge inimestele, seda rohkem on nad valmis sind aitama.
And I think the better people that we have around us, as we're going to see tonight, the better our success will be.
ja mida paremad inimesed on meie ümber, me näeme täna õhtul, seda suurem edu on meid ka ees ootamas.
But I want to quick just look at a story here in Exodus chapter 17.
Aga ma vaatan lühidalt siin seda lugu teise Moosese raamatu 17.
And
peatükis.
I'm going to start reading here with verse 11.
ja ma hakkan lugema salmist 11.
And it says, as long as Moses held the staff in his hand, the Israelites had the advantage. But whenever he dropped his hands, the Amalekites gained advantage.
ja sündis, et nii kaua, kui Mooses hoidis oma käe ülal, oli Iisrael võidukas, aga kui ta laskis oma käe vajuda, oli Amalek võidukas.
And so Joshua was down on the battlefield. He was fighting the battle that God told him to fight.
ja Joosua oli seal lahinguväljal, tema võitles seda lahingut, mis Jumal oli käskinud neil võidelda.
Moses was on the hill.
Mooses oli mäe peal.
And as he held up the rod that God had given to
ja
him,
kui tema hoidis ülal seda keppi, mis Jumal oli neile andnud,
they would get the victory.
siis nad said võidu.
But then as he would get tired and that rod would come down,
aga kui ta väsis ära ja see kepp vajus alla,
the Amalekites would gain some momentum.
siis muutusid jälle Amalekid võidukaks.
And so then he would fight to get that rod above his head again.
ja siis ta pingutas, et jälle see kepp tõsta oma pea kohale.
And he's probably thinking, hurry up, Joshua.
ja siis ta ilmselt mõtles, et tee kiiresti, Joosua.
But battles back then, they weren't over very quickly.
aga tollel ajal lahingud ei saanud nii väga kiiresti läbi.
They didn't have a bomb that they could just land on the other team and, okay, we're
Neil ei
done.
olnud mingit pommi, mida nad oleks võinud vaenlase leeri peale visata.
And so it was an all-day battle.
nii et need olid sellised lahingud, mis käisid päev läbi.
But the one thing that Moses had around him to help them be a success that day
aga üks asi, mis Moosesel aitas olla edukas tol õhtul või tol päeval,
is he had two men that were able to think for themselves
oli see, et tal oli kaks meest, kes olid võimelised ise mõtlema
and who looked at what their leader was struggling with.
ja nad nägid seda, millega nende juht võitleb.
And they came up with a way to make his job easier.
ja nad leiutasid viisi, kuidas teha ta töö kergemaks.
Let's keep reading here with verse 12.
loeme siin edasi salmist 12.
It says, Moses' arms soon became tired and he could no longer hold them up.
aga kui Moosese käed väsisid, siis nad
Yeah, and so Aaron and Hur found a stone for him to sit on, and they stood on each side and held up Moses' hands so that his arms were steady until sunset.
aga kui Moosese käed väsisid, siis nad võtsid kivi, asetasid selle temale alla ja ta istus selle peale ning Aaron ja Huur toetasid tema käsi, üks siitpoolt ja teine sealtpoolt, siis ta käed seisid kindlad kuni päikseloojakuni.
And as a result, Joshua overwhelmed the army of the Amalekites in the battle.
ja Joosua võitis mõõgateraga Amaleki ning tema rahva.
And so we see here
me näeme siin,
that there was something that he had to do.
et oli midagi, mida oli vaja teha.
There was a task that he had to do.
oli üks ülesanne, mille ta pidi täitma.
He had to keep that staff in the air
ta pidi hoidma seda keppi üleval,
so that they would win that battle.
et nad võidaksid selle lahingu.
But he wasn't able to do it alone.
aga ta ei olnud võimeline seda üksinda tegema.
He needed help.
ta vajas abi.
And these guys came up with a genius idea.
ja siis need kutid tulid geniaalse ideega tema juurde.
They said, you sit down and we'll just hold your hands.
ja nad ütlesid, et sina istu maha ja meie hoiame lihtsalt sinu käsi üleval.
That way nobody has to really struggle.
sellepärast selle tõttu ei pea keegi siis ennast pingutama.
Because I could stand like this all day long.
sest mina võin selliselt seista päev läbi.
I could only stand like this for a short time.
aga selliselt ma võin seista ainult lühikest aega.
That's why we only have maximum 4 songs.
sellepärast ongi meil ainult 4 laulu maksimum.
Because that's as long as I could hold up my hands. I'm
sest see
just
on
kidding.
kõige pikem aeg, mil ma suudan käsi üleval hoida.
No, but I can't hold my hands up like this for very long.
aga ma ei suuda selliselt käsi üleval hoida väga kaua.
I would be really happy if I could do it for 30 minutes.
ja ma oleksin väga rõõmus, kui ma saaksin seda ainult 30 minutit teha.
But then your hands get heavy.
aga siis su käed muutuvad raskeks.
But I can stand like this all day.
aga selliselt ma võin seista päev läbi.
So they just said, Moses, you sit down, we'll hold your hands over your head,
ja siis nad ütlesid, et sina, Mooses, istu maha ja meie hoiame sinu käsi üleval.
and we're going to get this victory.
ja siis me saame selle võidu.
And so Moses didn't say, no, guys, I've got this. I'm the leader. I'll hold up my own hands.
Mooses ei öelnud, ei, poisid, et mina olen juht, et ma teen seda ise.
Moses realized he needed their help.
Mooses sai aru, et ta vajab nende abi.
And maybe they started out all trying to hold up his hands.
ja võib-olla nad püüdsid üleval hoida tema käsi.
And then they just decided there's got to be a better plan than this.
siis leidsid, et peab olema mingi parem viis,
And
parem
so
plaan.
they came to a point that he said, all right, guys, help me.
Ja siis ta jõudis sellisesse punkti, kus ta ütles, et hea küll, poisid, aidake mind.
We need to win this fight.
Me peame selle lahingu võitma.
And thank God he had men around him who were wise
Ja tänu Jumalale, et tal olid mehed ümber, kes olid targad.
and men who were ready to help their leader.
Ja mehed, kes olid valmis oma juhti aitama.
And so as a leader, we need others to support us.
Ja et me vajame juhtidena teisi inimesi, kes meid toetavad.
A leader's main role is to get the right people to help him do what he
Ja
does.
juhi peamine roll on see, et saada õigeid inimesi, kes aitaksid teda selle ülesande täitmisel, mis tal on.
That's what a leader is supposed to do.
Ja seda peab üks juht tegema.
Because without other people helping out, there's no way he's going to get it all done.
Sest kui teised inimesed ei aita, siis ei ole mingit võimalust, kuidas sa saaks ülesanne täita.
But I believe that together, that it is possible to always get victory.
Aga ma usun, et koos on alati võimalik võita.
I believe as a church that we can always have victory, whatever it is that we
Ma
do.
usun, et kogudusena me võime olla alati võidukad, ükspuha siis, mida me teeme.
When we find the right people, when they're helping out with the right hearts,
Kui me leiame õiged inimesi, kui nad aitavad õigete südametega
and when we are doing the things that God has asked us to do,
ja kui me teeme neid asju, mida Jumal on palunud meil teha,
I believe that we will have the help that we need to get results.
siis ma usun, et meil on see abi, et saada tagajärjed.
But a lot of people have a hard time giving up the leadership position, so to speak.
Aga paljudel inimestel on raske loobuda nii-öelda juhi positsioonist.
I've seen a lot of people who they want to do everything themselves.
Ma olen näinud palju inimesi, kes tahavad kõik asjad ise ära teha.
Those are the businesses that stay very small.
Ja need on need ärid, mis püsivad väga väikestena.
Those are the churches that stay very small.
Ja need on need kogudused, mis püsivad väga väikestena.
But the companies that do great things are companies that have a great support team.
Aga firmad, mis teevad suuri asju, neil on suur toetusmeeskond.
The churches that do great work are the churches who have a great support team.
Ja kogudused, mis teevad suuri asju, on kogudused, millel on suur toetusmeeskond.
If you hold people at a distance,
Kui sina hoiad inimesi eemal,
they can't hurt you.
siis nad ei saa sulle küll haiget teha,
But if you hold people at a distance, they can't help you either.
aga nad ei saa sind ka aidata, kui sa hoiad neid eemal.
And so a lot of people are afraid to be hurt or they're afraid to be let down.
Ja paljud inimesed kardavad haiget saada ja kardavad pettuda.
And we need to make sure that we aren't afraid to let people help.
Ja me peame olema kindlad, et me ei karda lasta inimestel neid aidata.
And don't be afraid that people might fail,
Ja ära karda, et seda, et inimesed võivad läbi kukkuda,
because you might fail.
sest ka sina võid läbi
You
kukkuda.
know, we all are, nobody's perfect.
Mitte keegi ei ole täiuslik.
But if somebody fails, we just pull each other up
Aga kui keegi ka läbi kukub, siis me tõstame üksteist üles
and we move
ja
forward.
liigume edasi.
And we learn from our mistakes.
Ja õpime oma vigadest.
And we grow and we become better.
Ja kasvame ja muutume paremaks.
And so this is what we need to do as a church.
Nii et seda me peame tegema kogudusena.
This is what we need to do as God's people.
Me peame tegema seda Jumala rahvana.
Because I believe that everybody has gifts that God has given to them.
Sest ma usun, et igaühel on ande, mis Jumal on neile andnud.
And you need to find the different strengths in the people around you.
Ja sa pead leidma inimestes enda ümber erinevaid tugevusi.
Find what it is that they can do and then have them do that.
Leia see, mis nad võiksid teha ja siis lase neil teha seda.
And that's, I believe, a leader's job is to bring out the gifts of the people around.
Ja ma usun, et juhi ülesanne või töö on just see, et ta toob inimestes välja neid andeid, mis neil on.
You know, as America was coming into the world, the United States of America,
Kui Ameerika oli tekkimas,
there was a very good businessman. He was one of the richest men that's ever been in America, I think.
üks ärimees oli üks rikkamaid mehi tol ajal Ameerikas.
Because back then money wasn't like it is today.
Ja raha tol ajal omas suuremat väärtust kui tänapäeval.
But he didn't have billions and billions of dollars, but he was very wealthy.
Tal ei olnud miljardeid dollareid, aga ta oli väga rikas.
His name was Dale Carnegie,
Ta nimi oli Dale Carnegie.
and he was a very successful businessman,
Ta oli väga edukas ärimees,
very influential in all the things that he did.
väga mõjukas kõigis nendes asjades, mis ta tegi.
And he made this statement.
Ja tema ütles seda.
He said, "You develop men like you mine for gold.
Ta ütles, et te arendate inimesi selliselt, nagu te kaevate kulda.
You remove tons of dirt to find a few kilos of gold."
Ja te kõrvaldate tonne mulda, et leida selliseid üksikuid kullatükke.
And you don't go into the job looking for the dirt.
ja te ei lähe seda tööd tegema selle mõttega, et te otsite seda mulda,
You go into the job looking for the gold.
vaid te teete seda tööd sellele eesmärgiga, et leida kulda.
You need to know in every person's life there's a lot of dirt, there's a lot of things that need to be removed.
ja sa tead, et iga inimese elus on palju sellist mulda, sellist kraami, mis tuleks kõrvaldada.
There's a lot of things that they need to get rid of and get better and change.
ja palju asju, millest tuleks neil vabaneda ja milles nad peaksid muutuma.
Listen, just like you,
nii nagu sinagi,
right? Just like you.
nii nagu sinagi.
You've got a lot of things that you probably should get rid of in your life so that you can shine more.
ja sinu elus on kindlasti palju asju, millest sa peaksid vabanema, et sa võiksid paremini rohkem särada.
But I don't think that we should get discouraged by the dirt,
aga ma ei arva, et meid see muld peaks nii-öelda heidutama.
because we know that there's gifts, we know there's treasures inside of every
me teame,
person.
et iga inimese sees, vaatamata sellele, on haarded.
And so when we
Ja annid.
find the gifts of God,
ja kui me leiame need Jumala annid üles,
then those are the things that we need to help them to bring out.
siis see on asi, milles me peame neid aitama, et neid välja tuua.
If they have a gift for music, if they have a gift for administration,
Neil on näiteks muusikaand või mingi administreerimise and,
if they have a gift for speaking,
näiteks kõneand.
if they have a gift for hospitality,
Neil on and teenida inimesi näiteks
if they have a gift for technology,
või mingi tehnikaalane and.
whatever it is that they have a gift of, let them excel in that gift.
ja ükspuha, milline siis nende and on, lase neil olla väljapaistev selles annis.
And I think as a leader, those are the things that we need to be looking for.
ja ma usun, et juhtidena me peaksime just neid asju otsima inimeste
We
sees.
need to look for it in others,
Otsima neid teistes inimestes,
but I believe we also need to look for the gifts in ourselves.
aga ma usun, et me peaksime neid ande otsima ka iseendis.
I believe that God has gifted each one of
ma
you.
usun, et Jumal on andnud ande igaühele meist.
Do you believe that you're gifted?
kas sa usud, et sa oled andekas?
Do you believe God's given you something?
kas sa usud, et Jumal on andnud sulle
I
midagi?
know He has.
ma tean, et ta on seda teinud.
But the thing is this,
aga asi on selles,
I also know that He has given you more than what you found yet.
ma tean seda ka, et ta on andnud sulle rohkem, kui sa oled praeguseks üles leidnud.
You know, there's still gifts in you that need to be developed.
sinus on endiselt ande, mida tuleb arendada.
There's still things that you can do that you could be using for the Lord.
on endiselt asju sinu sees, mida sa võiksid kasutada, et teenida isandat.
And so we need to be looking in others to develop their gifts, but we also need to be looking in ourselves.
nii et me peaksime vaatama teistesse inimestesse, et arendada nende ande, aga vaatama ka iseendasse selle eesmärgil.
Because everyone has gifts.
sest kõikidel inimestel on ande.
And so leaders, we need to learn to bring those gifts out.
nii et me peame juhtidena õppima tooma inimestes need ande välja.
And I think one of the great things as a leader to help bring out the gifts of people
ja ma usun, et üks suuri asju inimestes nende andide välja toomisel
is a big word called delegation.
on suur sõna delegeerima ehk ülesandeid teistele jagama.
You need to learn to delegate to people.
sa pead õppima inimestele asju delegeerima.
And it's never an easy thing to do,
ja seda ei ole alati kerge teha.
because if you've always done it and you know how to do it and now you have to teach somebody else to do it, it's like, oh, it would be so much easier just to do it.
ja mõnikord on nii, et kui sa asju annad teistele teha, siis leiad lõpuks, et palju kergem oleks ise ära teha need asjad.
But I want to look at David again tonight.
aga ma tahan taas vaadata Taavetit.
I want to look how he led.
ma tahan vaadata, kuidas tema juhtis.
I want to look how he developed the guys around him.
ma tahan vaadata, kuidas tema arendas neid mehi enda ümber.
And David was good at delegating responsibility.
ja Taavet oli väga hea nende vastutuste jagamisel teistele
So go
inimestele.
with me to 2 Samuel chapter 8.
et läheme koos 2. Samueli 8. peatükki.
2 Samuel chapter 8.
2. Samueli 8. peatükk.
You know, David had men under him who were very raw at the beginning. They were uncultured guys.
ja Taaveti, need mehed, kes olid Taaveti alluvuses, olid alguses sellised väga toored, sellised tahumatud inimesed, eks ole.
These were not, the guys that came around David in the beginning were not, very polished and did everything just right.
ja need mehed, kes tulid Taaveti juurde, siis ei olnud sellised lihvitud kujud, kes tegid alati kõiki asju õigesti.
They were just guys.
Nad olid lihtsalt kutid mehed.
And they saw David and they said, hey man, we're on your side. Can we help you?
ja nad nägid Taavetit ja ütlesid, kuule, ma tahame olla sinu poolelt, kas me saame sind aidata.
And David thought to himself, yeah, I'm going to use these guys. I'm going to polish them up and I'm going to make them something great.
ja siis Taavet mõtles, ma tahan neid mehi, ma lihvin neid ja ma teen nendest midagi suurt.
But David learned to delegate responsibility to those that were under
aga
him.
Taavet õppis üle andma vastutusi nendele meestele, kes olid tema all.
And I'm going to read here in 2 Samuel chapter 8, starting with verse
Ja
15.
siis ma loen siit nüüd 2 Samueli 8 alates 15. salmist.
And there's going to be a lot of names here that I'm going to butcher, but that's okay.
Siin on palju nimesid, mis ilmselt ma valesti hääldan, aga mis siis?
Hopefully God forgives me and you
Ja
will too.
loodetavasti Jumal annab mulle andeks ja teie ka.
So David reigned over all Israel and did what was just and right for all his people.
Ja Taavet valitses kogu Iisraeli üle ja Taavet mõistis kohut ja õigust kogu oma rahvale.
And Joab, son of Zeruiah, was a commander of the army.
Joab, Seraja poeg, oli väeülem.
Josaphat, son of Ahilud, was the royal historian.
Ja Joosafat, Ahiluudi poeg, oli nõunik.
Zadok, son of somebody, was the son of somebody else. They were the priests.
Saadok, Ahituubi poeg ja Ahimelek, Ebiatari poeg, olid preestrid.
And Sariah was the court secretary.
Seraja oli kirjutaja.
And Benai was the son of this guy, was the captain of the king's bodyguards.
Benaja, Joojada poeg, oli kreetide ja pleetide ülem, ehk siis tema ihukaitse pealik.
And David's sons served as priestly leaders.
Ka Taaveti pojad olid preestrid.
And so we see here in these few verses the delegation that David was giving to these men.
Ja me näeme siin selles mõnes salmis neid asju, mis Taavet andis teha teistele inimestele.
David got a plan.
Taavetil oli üks plaan.
I believe the Lord gave David a plan.
Ma usun, et isand andis Taavetile selle plaani.
How to lead.
Kuidas juhtida?
How to get these guys into the right place.
Kuidas panna need mehed õigetesse paikadesse?
He showed David what was needed.
Ta näitas Taavetile, mida on vaja.
And then I believe he showed David the men that were supposed to step in and do it.
Ja ma usun, et ta näitas Taavetile ka neid mehi, kes peaksid astuma nendesse paikadesse.
And so strategically, David had all these guys in different areas.
Nii et strateegiliselt Taavetil olid need mehed erinevate valdkondade üle.
And I think that we can see that delegation is a big key to accomplishing great things.
Ja siin me näeme, et see delegeerimine on suur võti asjade saavutamisel.
There's a saying that goes like this.
On selline ütelus,
A good leader never puts off till tomorrow
et hea juht ei lükka kunagi asju edasi homseks,
what he could ask somebody else to do today.
mida ta võiks paluda kellegi teisel täna teha.
Right? So if it needs to be done, ask somebody to do
Nii
it.
et kui midagi on vaja teha, siis palu, et keegi teeks seda.
Find the guy that can fill that role.
Leia see mees, kes
Or
võib
woman.
täita, või mees või naine, kes võib täita seda ülesannet või rolli.
And let them shine in that role.
Ja lase neil särada selles rollis.
But there are many leaders who have a hard time to delegate.
Aga on selliseid juhte, kellel on väga raske delegeerida inimestele asju.
There's some people, even in our church, who have had a hard time to let go of some things.
Ja ka meie koguduses on inimesi, kellel on raskusi asjade andmisel teistele.
And I think that they just want it to be done right.
Ja nad tahavad olla kindlad, et asjad õigesti tehtaks.
But there's reasons why we don't delegate like we should.
Aga on ka põhjus, miks me ei delegeeri või anna ülesandeid teistele nii, nagu me peaksime.
And I wrote down 10 things, 10 reasons why we maybe would have poor delegation.
Ja ma kirjutasin üles 10 asja, miks me võime olla selles teistele ülesannete jagamisel viletsa võitu.
Number 1 is they do it themselves because they think that people won't take the responsibility to do it.
Esiteks nad teevad seda ise, sest nad arvavad, et inimesed ei võta vastutust, et seda teha.
They don't think that other people will take the responsibility to do it, so they just decide.
Nad ei usu, et teised võtavad vastutust selle asja tegemisel, sellepärast otsustavad nad ise teha seda.
Number 2,
Number 2.
they think that their people around them are already overloaded with too much, and so they don't want to give them anything else.
Ja nad arvavad, et inimesed on niigi ülekoormatud nende ümber ja nad ei taha neile veel midagi juurde anda.
That's an excuse I hear a lot of the time.
See on vabandus, mida ma tihtilugu kuulen.
Well, everybody's so busy, I can't ask anybody to help
Ja
me.
kõik on nii hõivatud, et ma ei saa paluda kellelgi midagi teha.
Here's number 3.
Number 3.
The leader does it because he's always done it and won't give it up.
Juht teeb seda sellepärast, et ta on alati seda teinud ja ta ei loobu sellest.
Well, I've always done it this way.
Ma olen alati seda nii teinud
That's how I operate.
ja mina toimin nii.
When they could let that go and then they could do something else.
Ja samas, kui nad võiksid anda selle kellegi teisele ja teha ise midagi muud.
Number 4 is this.
Number 4 on see.
They feel like it would take too long to explain it to somebody else.
Nad arvavad, et selle asja selgitamine kellegi teisele võtaks liiga palju aega.
And it's just not worth the time.
Ja see ei ole väärt aega, et seda raisata.
Number 5 is this.
Number 5 on see.
They're afraid that whoever they're going to give it to is going to mess it up.
Ja nad arvavad, et kui nad annavad selle kellegi teisele, siis need keeravad selle bussi.
And they don't want to take that risk.
Ja nad ei taha sellega riskida.
They don't believe in the people.
Nad ei usu inimestesse.
And they don't want to take the chance that maybe it won't go like I've always done it.
Ja nad ei taha riskida sellega, et asju ei tehta nii, nagu nemad on alati teinud.
Number 6,
number 6.
that believes that they can do the work better and faster than anybody else.
Nad arvavad, et nad võivad teha selle töö ära kiiremini ja paremini kui keegi teine.
And that might be true.
Ja see võib olla tõsi.
But until you allow somebody else to do it,
Aga kui sa ei lase kellegi teisele seda teha,
then you still have to be the one to do it.
siis pead sina ikkagi olema see kogu aeg, kes seda teeb.
Let somebody else do it slower to free you up to do something else with your fast self.
Las keegi teine teeb seda kas või aeglaselt, mis annab sulle siis vabaduse, et sa saad teha mõnda muud asju kiiremini.
Another mentality of somebody having a hard time to delegate is this.
Ja järjekordne selline hoiak, mis on inimestel, kes ei taha teistele ülesandeid jagada.
They feel that this work is too important to give up.
Nad arvavad, et see töö, konkreetne töö on liiga tähtis, et seda kellelegi teisele anda.
And I want you to know there's no work that's too important to give up.
Ja ma tahan, et sa teaksid, et ei ole ühtegi sellist tööd, mis oleks liiga tähtis.
A great leader would be one who doesn't do anything but oversees everything.
Suur juht on see, kes ei tee midagi, aga on kõikide asjade ülevaataja nii-öelda.
Right? That is the goal of a great leader.
See on suure juhi eesmärk.
That he does nothing,
Et ta ei tee midagi,
but he oversees everything.
aga ta üle vaatab kõiki asju.
I think we should find people around us
Me peaksime leidma inimesi enda ümber,
that can do what we do
et nad, kes võiksid teha seda, mida meie teeme.
and then put them into that position
Ja siis panna nad nendesse
and just
positsioonidesse
encourage them as they do it.
ja õhutada ja julgustada neid selles, mis nad teevad.
Number 8 is this.
Number 8 on see,
He likes doing it too much to give it up.
et inimesele meeldib seda asja liialt teha, et ta seda kellelegi teisele ära annaks.
That's been the hardest one for me.
Ja see on minu jaoks olnud kõige raskem asi.
Because there's some things that I do that I like to do and I just don't want to give it up because I like to do it.
Ja kui on selliseid asju, mis mulle meeldib teha, siis ma ei taha nendest loobuda, sest ma tahan neid ise teha.
And so, other people might be able to do it too.
Ja teised inimesed võiksid võib-olla ka neid asju
But
teha.
I like to do it, so I'm going to do it myself.
Aga kuna mulle meeldib seda neid teha, siis ma teen neid ise.
One of the things is like the artwork for every one of the series that we do. I do that.
Ja üks asi on näiteks see kujundus, mis on käib kaasas iga seeriaga, mina teen seda.
Now, we have people in our church who could probably do it a whole lot better than me.
Ja meil on kogudes inimesi, kes võiksid seda ilmselt palju paremini teha.
But I haven't given that up yet because I like it.
Aga ma ei ole sellest veel loobunud, sest mulle meeldib see.
But there will come a day that I'm going to have to let that go.
Aga ühel päeval ma pean selle ära andma kellegi
But right
teisele.
now, I'm not ready to do that.
Aga praegu ma ei ole veel valmis seda
I
tegema.
like to do it too much.
Mulle meeldib seda teha.
All right, number 9.
Number 9.
Fear of choosing the wrong person.
Hirm, et me valime vale inimese.
Oh, I don't want to give it to anybody because what if it's the wrong one?
Ja ma ei taha seda kellelegi anda, sest võib-olla see inimene on vale.
You know what? If it's the wrong one, then
Yeah.
you replace that with somebody else.
Ja mis siis, kui see on ka vale inimene, siis sa asendad selle kellegi teisega.
But you've got to start trusting other people and delegate.
Aga sa pead hakkama usaldama inimesi ja hakkama neil ülesandeid jagama.
And here's the 10th reason I came up with here.
Ja nüüd on 10. põhjus, mille ma leidsin.
He would have to reveal more information than he's comfortable doing for them to accomplish the job.
Ja juht peab siis paljastama rohkem või andma rohkem informatsiooni, kui ta on valmis jagama teistele inimestele.
And sometimes the higher you progress as a leader,
Mõnikord on nii, et mida kõrgemale sa arened nii-öelda juhina,
the more information that you're going to have to know,
seda rohkem informatsiooni peab sul olema.
and the more information you're going to have to share with others
Ja mida rohkem informatsiooni sa pead teistega jagama
and trust that they can keep their mouth shut
ja usaldama, et nad hoiavad oma suu kinni
and get the job
ja
done.
teevad selle töö ära.
And so it's about developing trust in people.
Nii et see tegelikult seisneb selles, et sa arendad endas usaldust inimeste vastu.
And I think when we begin to trust the people around us, they're going to have more trust in us.
Ja ma usun, et kui meie hakkame usaldama inimesi rohkem enda ümber, siis nemad usaldavad ka rohkem meid.
And so we need to push ourselves to learn how to help people,
Nii et me peame õppima seda, kuidas aidata inimesi.
learn how to delegate.
Õppima seda, kuidas jagada ülesandeid teistele
I
inimestele.
think it's something that all of us need to learn.
Ja ma usun, et see on midagi, mida me kõik peame õppima.
But as we learn to delegate,
Aga kui me õpime delegeerima,
we're going to be able to do so much more together than we can alone.
siis me suudame koos teha palju rohkem, kui me suudame teha üksi.
Now, I'm sure that one of you could probably do everything that we do here in the church.
Ja ma usun, et siin on inimesi, kes võiksid teha do everything.
You could do everything.
Ja sa võid teha kõike seda, mida me siin kogudes teeme.
You could learn to run the camera.
Et sa võid ka olla kaameramees,
You could learn to do the
võid
sound.
õppida helimeheks,
You could learn to do the lights.
võid õppida tulesid opereerima
Learn to play chords on a guitar and sing.
ja oskad, õpid neid kitarri ja akorde mängima ja
You
laulma
can get up here and give something that the Lord put on your heart.
ja tulla siia ette ja jagada seda, mida Isand sinu südamele on pannud
You could go back there and make coffee.
ja võid minna sinna taha ja teha kohvi,
You could come early and turn on all the lights.
tulla kohale ja panna tuled põlema.
I'm sure that probably all of you could do just about all of that.
Ja ilmselt enamik inimesi siin olijatest võiksid teha enamik neid asju.
But if one person does it all,
Aga kui üks inimene teeb need kõik asjad ära,
listen, not all of it's going to get done.
siis mitte kõik ei saa tehtud.
And if it does get done, it's not going to get done right.
Ja kui see saabki tehtud, siis ei saa see tehtud
It's
õigesti.
not going to be very, very effective
See ei ole eriti efektiivne siis,
because they're going to be pulled in too many directions.
sest see on nagu
Tõmbad.
ja et seda inimest tõmmatakse nagu siis väga paljudes erinevates suundades.
And so what we want to do is get it to where we only focus on what God has told us to do.
Aga meie tahame jõuda sellisesse paika, kus me keskendume ainult sellele, mis Jumal on meile käskinud teha.
And then we allow others to come and help us to do the other things that need to be
Ja
done.
siis me laseme teistel inimestel tulla ja aidata meil teha neid asju, mida me peame tegema.
And so as a leader, this is the struggle that we need to win, and we need to learn how to delegate.
Ja juhtidena on siis see lahing, mille me peame võitma ja õppima inimestel jagama ülesandeid.
And I think, of course, it's great for our church,
Ja see on loomulikult hea meie kogudusele,
but it's great for your business.
aga see on hea ka sinu ärile,
It's great for your family.
see on hea sinu perekonnale,
It's great for any area of your life where you are a leader.
see on hea iga eluvaldkonna jaoks, kus sa oled juht.
And so do everything you can to help those under you to shine.
Ja tee kõik, mis võimalik, et aidata neid, kes on sinu all särada.
And if the leader over you struggles with delegation,
Ja kui see juht, kes on sinu üle, kui temal on nagu võitlemist sellega, et anda teistele ülesandeid,
I think that we have a responsibility.
siis ma usun, et meil on vastutus.
If we are being led by somebody
Kui keegi juhib meid
and we know they have a hard time to delegate,
ja me teame, et neil on raskusi delegeerimisega,
I think we have a responsibility to make their job easier.
siis ma usun, et meie ülesanne on see, et teha nende elu kergemaks.
That we would do our best to prove ourselves to them so that they could trust us.
Et me anname oma parima, et ennast neile tõestada, et nad saaksid meid usaldada.
You know, and if you ask, can I do this, and they say no,
Ja kui sa küsid, et kas ma võin seda teha ja juht ütleb ei,
ask again
siis küsi uuesti
and again
ja jälle
and help them to learn to delegate.
ja aita neil õppida, kuidas asju delegeerida.
Or you just kind of show up and you help them to do what they're doing so that they could see you're able.
Ja siis sa ilmud kohale ja aitad neil teha seda, mida nad teevad ja et nad näeksid, et sa oled võimeline tegema.
And so I think as a leader, we should be pushing ourselves to learn this.
Ja ma arvan, et me juhtidena peaksime ennast pingutama, et seda õppida.
And I think as support people, which we all are in some area of our life,
Ja ka need inimesed, kes toetavad teisi, ja seda me oleme kõik teatud valdkondades.
we need to help those that are leading us to make their job easier.
Me peaksime aitama neid, kes juhivad meid, et muuta nende ülesanne kergemaks.
But every good leader in the Bible was a very good delegator.
Aga iga juht Piiblis oli väga hea delegeerija.
I think the 5 greatest leaders were the greatest example.
Ja ma usun, et 5 kõige suuremat juhti olid kõige paremad näited.
You look at Moses, great delegator.
Mooses, tema oli väga hea ülesannete jaga teistele.
Joshua, great delegator.
Joosua, väga hea delegeerija.
David, like we're looking at, great delegator.
Taavet, nagu me nägime, oli väga hea ülesannete jagaja teistele.
Jesus was a great delegator.
Jeesus oli hea delegeerija.
He's the one that said, go out in the world, and we're still doing that. That's pretty
Ja tema ütles, et
incredible.
minge välja maailma, kõike maailma, ja me teeme seda siiamaani.
And then Paul was a great delegator.
Ja ka Paul oli hea delegeerija.
The leaders in the Bible that we see that are probably the greatest examples,
Ja need juhid Piiblis, keda me näeme, kes olid ilmselt kõige paremad näited,
they were men who knew how to delegate and trust people to do what they asked
ja
them to
need
do.
olid mehed, kes teadsid, kuidas delegeerida, anda teistele inimestele ülesandeid teha.
And so here's some delegation principles that I just want to share with you real quick.
Ja ma tahan jagada teile väga kiiresti mõned sellised delegeerimise põhimõtted.
I want you to know that delegation is a mindset
Ja ma tahan teada, et see delegeerimine on nagu hoiak,
before it's a practice.
enne kui see muutub praktikaks.
It's an attitude before it's an action, so to speak.
See on hoiak, enne kui see muutub tegudeks.
You got to just determine, I'm going to be a delegator.
Sa pead otsustama, et mina olen delegeerija.
I'm going to look for areas that I could delegate.
Ma otsin valdkondi, kus ma võiksin inimeste ülesandeid jagada.
So before you're ever going to be a delegator, you need to choose that this is who I am
Nii et enne, kui sa hakkad üldse delegeerima, pead sa otsustama, et mina olen see.
and do it with purpose.
Ja teed seda eesmärgiga, sihikindlalt.
Another thing is this, delegation is the ability to recognize the potential in others.
Ja teine asi delegeerimisel on see, et sa oled võimeline ära tundma potentsiaali teistes inimestes.
Have the mindset that the people that God puts in your life are there to help you.
Ja omanda selline hoiak, et need inimesed, keda Jumal on toonud sinu ellu, on seal, et sind aidata.
I have a mindset about everybody that walks through the doors of this church, the doors of this church,
Ja minul on selline hoiak, et kõik inimesed, kes astuvad selle koguduse uksest sisse,
that they are here to help us.
et nad on siin selleks, et meid aidata.
It's just the mindset that I have.
Ja see on selline hoiak, mis mul on.
And so, like, people like Hubert, he just walked through the door, and I thought, he's here to help me.
ja näiteks nagu Hubert, et kui ta astus uksest sisse, siis ma mõtlesin kohe, et ta on siin selleks, et aidata mind.
And so I let him sit there just for a few weeks.
Ja ma lasin tal ainult mõned nädalal istuda pingi peal.
And then I already started poking him.
Ja
Okay, you're here to help me.
Hakkasin teda juba surama, siis, et sa oled siin, et mind aidata.
You know, and so all of us are here for a purpose.
Ja me kõik oleme siin mingi eesmärgiga.
And I believe that with all of my heart.
Ja ma usun seda kogu südamest.
And that is why we have such a great help staff here at the
Ja
church.
sellepärast on meil kogudes selline suurepärane abimeeskond.
Most of you here on a Wednesday night are ones that are helping us do something in some area of the church.
Ja enamik, kes on siin kolmapäeva õhtuti kohal, on need, kes aitavad millegiga koguduses kaasa.
But we need to learn to delegate.
Aga me peame õppima delegeerima.
Those who don't learn to delegate will stop others from growing.
Ja need, kes ei delegeeri, need on need, kes ei lase teistel kasvada
And they will stop themselves from growing.
ja ei kasva ka ise.
And so if you aren't looking for the ability in others, you're never going to see it.
Nii et kui sa ei otsi inimestes potentsiaali või võimekust, siis sa ei leia seda kunagi.
But if we will be looking for it,
Aga kui me otsime seda,
we will find it.
siis me leiame seda.
I believe if you seek it, you will find
Ma
it.
usun, et kui sa otsid, siis sa leiad.
If you're looking for the gold, you'll see it.
Kui sa otsid kulda, siis sa leiad seda.
And then you need to help them bring it out.
Ja siis sa pead aitama neil inimestel neid asju välja tuua endast.
Another delegation principle is this.
Järjekordne delegeerimise põhimõte on see.
Have people around you that are close to you who complement your ability.
Olgu sinu ümber sellised inimesed, kes nagu täiendavad neid ande, mis sinul on.
That they add to what you do.
Et nad lisavad sellele juurde, mida sa teed.
You know, some people are afraid to let somebody else shine.
Ja mõned inimesed kardavad lasta teistel inimestel särada.
And they think, well, what if they do better than me?
Ja nad mõtlevad, mis siis saab, kui see inimene teeb paremini kui mina.
What if people like them more than they like me?
Ja mis siis saab, kui see inimene meeldib teistele rohkem kui mina.
My hope for you, and this is honestly my heart,
Minu lootus teie jaoks, ja see on ausalt minu südames.
I hope that everybody around me does better than me.
Ma loodan, et kõik inimesed minu ümber teevad asju paremini kui mina.
I hope everybody around me can shine more than I
Ma
shine.
loodan, et kõik inimesed minu ümber säravad paremini rohkem kui mina.
You know, for example, again, we'll use Hubert because he's standing here.
Näiteks kasutame Hubertit näitama, sest ta seisab.
You know, he adds to what I do.
Ta lisab juurde sellele, mida mina teen.
I think I have leadership ability. He has leadership
Ja
ability.
minul on juhivõimed ja ma arvan, et temal on juhivõimed.
But we are both strong in different areas.
Aga me oleme mõlemad tugevad erinevates valdkondades.
And so we complement one another. We're not in competition with one another.
Me täiendame üksteist, me ei ole mitte võitlemas üksteisega.
I'm not afraid to let him shine. He's not afraid to let me
Ma
shine.
ei karda lasta tema särada ja tema ei karda lasta minul särada.
And so I would love for him to do better and better.
Ja ma tahaksin, et ta teeks asju veel paremini ja paremini.
I would love for him to one day do so much better than me.
Ja et ta teeks asju paremini kui mina.
And so I'm believing in him. I'm praying for him.
Ja ma palvetan tema pärast ja usun temasse.
I'm going to help to propel him, to push him,
Ja ma aitan teda edasi suruda nii-öelda,
because I see the gift in him.
sest ma näen andi tema sees.
And that's everybody around me.
Ja nii on kõikide inimestega minu ümber.
You know, like Freddie, when Freddie gets up to teach and people like his teaching, that doesn't make me nervous.
Nagu näiteks Fredi, kui tema tuleb siia õpetama ja õpetab inimesi ja see õpetus meeldib inimestele rohkem kui minu oma, siis ma ei lase ennast sellest häirida.
I get excited when he teaches.
Mina olen vaimustatud sellest, kui ta õpetab,
That people like it.
et inimestele see meeldib.
So if I do leave, I know people still come to church.
Nii et kui ma lähen ära näiteks puhkusele, siis ma olen kindel, et inimesed ei jäta koguduses käimist.
That the word of God's still going to be taught.
Et Jumala sõna õpetatakse endiselt.
And so this helps us to do what we do.
Ja see aitab meil teha seda, mida me teeme.
Is that we just let other people shine as bright as they
Et me
can.
laseme teistel inimestel särada nii eredalt, kui nad suudavad.
And I've never known any ministry who failed
Ja ma ei ole kunagi tundnud ühtegi teenistust, mis oleks läbi kukkunud,
because their helps and their support people were too strong and too good.
sellepärast, et nende toetusmeeskond oleks olnud liiga hea ja liiga tugev.
Never.
Mitte kunagi.
Every church that thrives
Kõik kogudused, mis on edukad,
is because their support team is so good and so anointed and so talented.
on sellepärast, et nende toetusmeeskond on nii hea ja nii tugev ja nii võitud.
Has nothing to do with the pastor.
Ja sellel ei ole midagi pistmist pastoriga.
I've used this example many times in the past.
Ma olen minevikus kasutanud seda näidet mitu korda,
But in my life, I have two men,
aga minu elus on kaks meest
and both of them have spoke a lot into my life. They're good friends of mine. They're people I look up to.
ja nad mõlemad on head sõbrad ja sellised, kelle poole ma vaatan aukartusega.
And they both do a great job serving God.
Ja nad teevad mõlemad head tööd Jumala teenimisel.
But one of them has a really good support team around him.
Aga ühel neist on väga hea toetusmeeskond nende ümber.
And There's just quality people everywhere.
Nad väga hea, kõrge kvaliteedilised inimesed nii-öelda.
You walk through his offices and there's just like, how did you get all these people?
Ja kui sa lähed tema kontoris, küsid ta käest, kuidas sa oled leidnud kõik need inimesed.
There's people who have doctorates in counseling degrees that counsel people.
Ja seal on doktorikraadiga nõustajad näiteks, kes inimesi nõustavad.
They could probably go out and have their own career somewhere, but they're serving in the church.
Ja neil võiks olla oma enda karjäär, aga nad on otsustanud teenida koguduses.
You know, there's people that have they could probably be running any company in town, and they're, you know, helping him do his.
Ja on inimesi, kes võiksid juhtida ükspuha millist ärilinnas, aga nad on otsustanud aidata kaasa koguduses.
And his church thrives.
Ja tema kogudus on väga edukas.
His church thrives.
Ja, väga edukas kogudus. Edeneb kogu aeg.
And then there's
Kasvab kogu aeg.
then the other pastor I compare him to, he's a good guy.
Ja teine pastor, kellega ma teda võrdlen, on ka hea mees.
Can teach,
Ta oskab õpetada,
a good leader,
väga hea juht.
but his team around him is not very quality.
Aga see meeskond, kes on tema ümber, ei ole väga selline kõrge tasemeline.
And the church is okay,
Ja kogudusel ei ole ka häda suurt
but
midagi.
it's not great.
Aga see ei ole
It's
suurepärane.
not as great as it could be.
See ei ole nii hea, nagu ta võiks olla.
And I look at both of them,
Ja ma vaatan neid mõlemaid.
and if you could switch them and put them in different churches,
Ja kui neid ära vahetada, panna nad erinevatesse kogudustesse,
those churches probably wouldn't change the results.
siis need kogudused ilmselt ei muudaks neid tulemusi.
They would have the same results,
Need oleksid samasugused tulemused.
because one church has great support and the other church,
Sest ühel
Has
kogudusel
normal
on
support.
suurepärane toetusmeeskond ja teisel ei ole midagi erilist.
and so what we want to do, what I'm believing God for in our church,
Nii et mida mina usun Jumalat meie koguduses,
is that we will have people rise up in here that are great.
et meil on siin inimesed, kes tõusevad üles, kes on suurepärased.
What I'm wanting is to have more people like you in our church.
Ja ma tahan, et meil oleksid rohkem selliseid inimesi nagu teie meie
People
koguduses.
who are great.
Inimesed, kes on
People
suurepärased.
who will help us to do great things.
Inimesed, kes aitavad meil teha suuri asju.
People who will help us to go to higher places,
Inimesed, kes aitavad meil minna kõrgematesse paikadesse.
so that we can give more and more responsibility away,
Et me võiksime rohkem jagada vastutust ära.
and that we will be able to rise together
Et me võiksime koos tõusta kõrgemale.
and do something great for God in this
Ja
city.
teha midagi suurt Jumalale selles linnas.
And so I believe this is what God has called us all to
Ja ma
do.
usun, et Jumal on kutsunud meid kõiki seda tegema.
And so we need to know that there's certain things as a leader that you do not need to learn,
Ja me teame, et on teatud asju, mida me juhtidena ei peaks õppima.
that you could just delegate that.
Mida me võiksime lihtsalt ära anda teistele teha.
And as things move forward, the younger generation is going to know a whole lot more than some of us older generation knows.
Ja kui aeg liigub edasi, siis noor põlvkond teab teatud asju palju paremini kui meie vanem põlvkond.
I'll be honest to you, I've never been on Snapchat.
Ja ma olen teiega aus, ma ei ole kunagi olnud, what's that, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just it's a thing. It's a
Snapchat.
I'll teach you. But our secretary is, so she could do that.
Aga meie sekretär teab seda ja tema võib seda teha.
You know, she throws stuff up there for the church, I guess. I don't know what she does.
Ja tema kuidagi sinna paiskab koguduse asju, ma ei tea, kuidas ta teeb
But
seda.
I've never had to learn it because I don't have to.
Ja mina ei pea seda, ma ei ole seda kunagi õppinud, sest ma ei pea seda tegema.
You know, there's some things that as far as social media, I delegate that to everybody else but myself.
Ja mis puutub sotsiaalmeediat, siis ma delegeerin selle kõik teistele peale minu.
My footprint on the world is very small in the computer world.
Minu jalajälg selles maailmas, kompuutrimaailmas on väga väike.
And that doesn't bother me at all. I'm
See
very
ei
happy.
häiri mind mitte üldse.
But what we want to do is make a big impact
Aga see, mis me tahame teha, on avaldada suurt mõju
as a church,
kogudusena.
right?
Yes.
So I don't have to do it all,
Ja mina ei pea seda kõike tegema.
but together we can make a big impact.
Aga koos me võime avaldada suurt mõju.
You do your part, I'll do my part.
Sina teed oma osa, mina teen oma osa.
And if you know how to Snapchat, then chat away.
Ja kui sina oskad Snapchatida, siis lase aga käia.
And so what we need to do is find the people that can do the things that need to be done and let them do it.
Ja siis, mis me peame tegema, leida need inimesed, kes oskavad teha neid asju ja laskma neil teha neid asju.
And again, a leader is only as strong as those that are around him.
Ja taas, juht on just nii suur, kui on inimesed tema ümber.
And I'll talk about us as a church. A church is only as strong as the people that come to the church.
Ja ma räägin meist kui kogudusest, et kogudus on nii tugev just kui need inimesed, kes tulevad siia kokku.
And so the ones closest to us are the ones that are going to determine how successful that we are.
Ja need, kes on meile kõige lähemal, on need, kes määravad ära selle, kui edukad me oleme.
And so if you're going to be a success, you must learn to develop winners around you.
Ja kui sa tahad olla edukas, siis sa pead arendama võitjad enda ümber.
David, as you look at his kingship, his time as king,
kui me vaatame Taaveti aega kuningana,
we see that he produced winners around him all the time.
siis me näeme, et ta kogu aeg tootis võitjaid enda ümber.
David was not just good himself.
Taavet ei olnud mitte ainult ise hea,
He learned how to develop others around him to be great.
vaid ta õppis ka seda, kuidas arendada teistes inimestes sellist suurust.
He developed the kind of man that he was.
Ja ta arendas teistes inimestes selliseid mehi, nagu ta ise oli.
And they became mighty men.
Ja nendest said vägevad mehed.
Go with me to 2 Samuel again, and let's jump over to chapter 23 now.
Ja läheme taas teise Samueli raamatusse ja hüppame 23. peatükki.
2 Samuel 23, we're going to start reading here with verse 8.
Ja hakkame lugema siin salmist 8.
And there are these are the names of David's mighty warriors. The first was Jashobeam, the Hakamonite, who was the leader of the three mightiest warriors among David's men.
Need on Taaveti kangelaste nimed: Isboset, tahkemonlane, vankrivõitlejate pealik, tema lennutas oma sõjakirve 800 vastu, kes ühe korraga maha löödi.
One time he used a spear and killed 800 warriors in a single battle.
Ja ta ühe korraga siis ühe sõjakirvega tappis 800 sõjameest.
And so this first guy, he killed 800 guys just by himself.
Nii et see sama kutt tappis ise 800 vaenlast.
Verse 9.
Salm 9.
The next rank in the rank among the three was Eleazar, the son of Doai, and he was a descendant of Osha. Once Eleazar and David stood together against the Philistines when the entire Israelite army had fled.
Ja tema järel Eleazar, Toodo poeg, ahoklane, üks 3 kangelasest Taaveti juures, kui nad teotasid viliste, kes sinna olid kogunenud sõdima.
And he killed Philistines until his hand was too tired to even lift his sword, and the Lord gave him a great victory that day, and the rest of the army did not return until it was time to go collect the plunder.
Kui Iisraeli mehed taandusid, jäi tema paigale ja lõi viliste, kuni ta käsi väsis ja kangestus mõõga külge. Ja Jehova andis sel päeval suure võidu ning rahvas pöördus tema järel tagasi veel ainult riisuma.
And the next in rank was Shammah, son of Agi, from Harar. One time the Philistines gathered at Lehi, and they attacked the Israelites in a field full of lentils, and the Israelite army fled.
Ja tema järel Samma, Aage poeg, harallane, kord kui vilistid olid kogunenud Lehisse, siis oli seal üks põllujagu täis läätsi. Rahvas põgenes vilistide eest.
But Shammah held his ground in the middle of the field, and he beat back the Philistines, so the Lord brought about a great victory.
Aga Samma asus keset põllujagu ja päästis selle ning lõi vilistid maha. Nõnda andis Jehova suure võidu.
So these were 3 of David's mightiest warrior guys.
Need olid 3 Taaveti kõige vägevamatest sõjameestest.
Why were these guys such great heroes?
Miks olid need mehed sellised suured kangelased?
How could they become such great men?
Kuidas neist said sellised suured mehed?
These guys, if you look back in the story, they were not great warriors when David found them.
Ja kui me vaatame seda lugu nagu algusest peale, siis nad ei olnud tegelikult kohe sellised suured mehed.
They were just guys that came alongside David and said, how can we help?
Nad olid lihtsalt tavalised mehed, kes tulid Taaveti juurde ja küsisid, kuidas me saame aidata.
They were just normal guys.
Nad olid täiesti normaalsed mehed.
We're not warriors. They were not warriors.
Nad ei olnud sõjamehed.
They were just guys.
Nad olid lihtsalt kutid.
And they became mighty, great men who did great things.
Ja nendest said sellised vägevad mehed, kes tegid suuri asju.
Number 1,
Number 1.
these guys were committed to David
Need mehed olid pühendunud Taavetile,
because David first believed in them.
sest Taavet oli see, kes esimesena nendesse uskus.
I think it is very important as a leader that we believe in the ones that are under us.
Ja ma usun, et meie kui juhtide jaoks on väga tähtis, me usume nendest inimestest, kes on meie all.
And that we would raise people in the way that we see them.
Et me
We would help people rise in the way that we
aitame
see them.
inimestel tõusta sellistena, nagu meie näeme neid.
Because I believe this.
Sest ma usun seda.
I believe that people will rise to the belief of the one who is over them.
Ma usun, et inimesed tõusevad sellisesse paika, mille jaoks nendel, kes on nende üle, on usk.
If you came to church and I saw you as a nobody, loser, nothing,
ja kui sina tuleksid siia kogudusse, mina näeksin sind kui mitte keda, et sa oled mitte keegi, mingi luuser,
and I was very open about that,
ja oleksin väga avatud selles suhtes,
you're a loser,
et sa oled luuser,
you're welcome to come, but we don't really need you.
sa võid küll käia siin, aga me ei vaja sind eriti.
You know, I'm glad you're here,
Mul on hea meel, et sa oled siin,
but I doubt that you'll really be able to help us.
aga ma kahtlen, kas sa saad meil kuidagi aidata.
You're probably not going to rise very high.
Siis ilmselt sa ei jõua eriti kaugele.
You're going to just show up and say, well, they don't expect much out of me, I'm not going to give them much.
Et sa ütled, et jaa, et nad ei oota minult midagi eriti ja ma ei kavatsegi midagi anda.
But the opposite of that is also true.
Aga tõsi on ka vastupidine.
If I start saying you're going to be great, you're going to help us do great things for God, I can't wait to see what God does in you.
Ja kui me ütleme, et me ei jõua ära oodata, mida sina Jumalale tegema hakkad ja sa oled suurepärase potentsiaaliga,
You're going to come to church looking for something to do.
siis sa tuled kogusse sellise pilguga, et otsid midagi, mida teha.
And so again, we rise to the belief of the leader who is over us.
Ja taas me tõuseme selle tasemeli, millisel tasemel on juhi usk meie jaoks.
And so we've got to believe in the people that are under us.
Ja me peame uskuma inimestesse, kes on meie all.
Like David did. Believe in them and help them to rise up.
Nii nagu Taavet tegi, uskuma nendesse ja aitama neil tõusta üles.
David believed in his guys, and then David led by example.
Ja siis Taavet uskus nendesse meestesse ja Taavet juhtis neid ka eeskuju läbi.
You know how these guys were such great warriors?
Teate, kuidas nendest meestest said sellised suurepärased sõjamehed?
Because they listened to their leader.
Selle läbi nad võtsid kuulda oma juhti.
David didn't just say, I want you guys to be giant killers.
Ja Taavet ei öelnud neile lihtsalt, et kutid, ma tahan, et oleksite hiiglaste tapjad.
He said, you want to know how to be a giant killer?
Ta küsis, kas te tahate teada, kuidas olla hiiglaste tapjad?
I'll tell you how to be a giant
Ma
killer.
ütlen teile, kuidas olla seda.
Because I killed a giant one day.
Mina ühel päeval tapsin hiiglase.
I went out into a battlefield and all I had was my sling and a
Ja
stone.
ma läksin lahinguväljale ja mul ei olnud midagi muud kui ainult see lingukivi.
And I took that guy down.
Ja ma võtsin selle mehe maha.
Everybody else was afraid of him.
Kõik teised kartsid teda.
Nobody would even come close to him.
Keegi ei julgenud talle isegi lähedale tulla.
I ran to him.
Aga mina jooksin tema
And I
poole.
believed God was with me.
Ja ma teadsin, et Jumal on minuga.
And I killed that
Ja
guy.
ma tapsin selle mehe.
I cut off his head.
Ma lõikasin ära,
And then
lõin
I
ära ta
went
pea
after
otsast.
the rest of the Philistine army and we destroyed them.
Ja
that
siis
day.
me ründasime ülejäänud filistite armeed ja hävitasime nad.
So you want to talk about killing giants? Come talk to me and I'll tell you how.
Nii et kui te tahate teada, kuidas tappa hiiglasi, siis tulge minu juurde, ma räägin teile.
And they were like, well, man, if he's going to battle, I want to go with him.
Ja siis mehed mõtlesid, et kui tema läheb lahingusse, siis ma tahan olla temaga kaasas.
If he's trusting God to fight, I can trust God to
Kui
fight.
tema usaldab Jumalat võitluses, siis mina ka tahan seda teha.
These guys did things that were not natural.
Ja need mehed tegid asju, mis ei olnud loomulikud.
I mean, it would be great if the story said, and he killed 80 men before he died.
Ja see oleks olnud suurepärane, kui seal oleks öeldud, et ta tappis 80 inimest enne, kui ta suri.
Well, that would be, oh, he fought well.
See oleks ka kõlanud juba hästi.
But no, he killed everybody.
Ei, aga ta tappis kõik.
He killed 800
Ta
guys.
tappis 800 meest.
And he walked away the champion.
Ja siis ta kõndis sealt ära võitjana.
That's not natural.
Aga see ei olnud loomulik.
That doesn't happen in real life
Reaalses elus sellised asjad ei sünni lihtsalt,
unless God is involved.
kui just Jumalat ei ole seal kaasas.
Or it's a movie on you know.
Kui tegemist ei ole filmiga.
But this is something that really happened.
Aga see oli asi, mis tegelikult ka juhtus.
Because this was the anointing of God on somebody's life.
Sest see oli Jumala võidmine kellegi peal.
Because their leader showed them by example how to do it.
Sest nende juht näitas neile eeskuju ja kuidas selliseid asju teha.
And then it talked about Eleazar.
Ja siis on
Eleazar.
räägitud
The second
Eleazarist.
leader. Yeah.
Eleazarist.
And he showed the quality that a lot of great leaders have in verse 9.
Ja ta näitas üles sellist kvaliteeti, mida paljudel suurtel juhtidel on.
It said that when everybody else left,
Seal on öeldud, et kui teised kõik lahkusid,
he stayed to fight.
siis tema püsis ja võitles edasi.
The whole rest of the army left, and then he stood by David's side, and he said, no, I'm not leaving.
Ülejäänud armee lahkus ja tema seisis Taaveti kõrval ja ütles, ei, ma ei lähe ära.
And so it said that one translation says he fought until his fingers were stuck to the sword.
Ja üks tõlge ütleb, et ta võitles nii kaua, kui tema sõrmed olid nii-öelda kramplikult ümber mõõga kinni.
Now, I don't know, I don't do much labor work. I'm not much of that kind of a guy.
Et mina ei tee palju sellist kehalist tööd.
If I need some big job done at my house, I'm going to call somebody to
Ja
come do
kui
it.
mul on vaja kodus midagi sellist teha, siis ma helistan kellegi ja kutsun ta tegema.
But there was a couple summers that I did do construction when
Aga
was growing up.
mõned suved olid ka sellised, kus ma tegin ehitustöid.
And you would have that hammer and you'd be pounding all day long.
Ja siis sul oli haamer käes ja sa peksid sellega päev läbi.
And at the end of that day, my hand would be all locked up around that hammer and be like, oh.
Ja siis päeva lõpuks mu käsi oli otse kui klammerdunud selle haamri külge
And I was
lahti.
16, but my hand felt like I was 87.
Ja ma olin 16-aastane, aga mul oli selline tunne, nagu ma oleks 87.
Have you ever worked with something so long during the day that your hand just stuck to it?
Oled sa kunagi millegagi tööd teinud nii kaua, et su käsi jääb otse kui külge sellele?
Well, this guy was fighting in a battle so long and so hard that by the time the battle was over, he had to pry his fingers off of the
Ja see
sword.
mees võitles siis lahingus nii kaua, nii kõvasti, et ta pidi pärast oma sõrmi sealt mõõga küljest lahti nii-öelda murdma.
The translation I read said he couldn't even lift his sword anymore. He was just so tired.
Ja üks tõlge ütleb sedasi, et ta isegi ei suutnud enam mõõka tõsta lõpus, et ta oli nii väsinud.
But he persevered because he was a leader that never ran away from a fight.
Aga ta jäi kindlaks, sest ta oli juht, kes he was a leader.
He was a good leader because he never ran away from the
Ta
fight.
oli hea juht, sest ta kunagi ei põgenenud ära lahingus.
Even when everybody else left,
Isegi kui kõik teised läksid ära,
he stood his ground.
seisis tema endiselt.
And I think those are the kind of people that other people want to follow.
Ja need on just need inimesed, keda teised inimesed tahavad järgida.
When you're standing against something and you feel like you're all alone,
Ja kui sa seisad millegi vastu ja sul on selline tunne, et sa oled üksinda,
you feel like you're fighting by yourself,
sul on selline tunne, et sa võitled nagu ise ainult sina,
you need to know this.
siis sa pead teadma seda.
Number one, you need to believe that God is with you and that you're never alone.
Esiteks sa pead uskuma seda, et Jumal on sinuga, et sa ei ole mitte kunagi üksi.
Amen.
Amen.
But then also know that there's other people that are watching.
Aga teiseks sa pead teadma ka seda, et on teised inimesed, kes sind jälgivad.
And when you come through with the victory, next time they're not going to run away.
Ja järgmine kord, ja kui sina saavutad selles olukorras võidu, siis järgmine kord nad ei jookse enam ära.
You being steadfast, you believing God for your family, for your business, for our
Ja
church,
kui sina jääd kindlaks ja usud Jumalat oma perekonna jaoks, oma koguduse jaoks,
whatever it is that you're doing,
siis ükspuha, mida sa teed,
you need to know that there's people that are watching
sa
you.
pead teadma, et inimesed jälgivad sind.
And when God gives you the victory, they're going to have more trust in you
Ja
next time.
kui Jumal annab sulle võidu, siis järgmine kord on neil palju suurem usaldus sinu
Things
vastu.
will get easier.
Ja asjad muutuvad kergemaks.
But great help is always going to stay even when everybody else goes.
Aga suur abi jääb alati püsima ka siis, kui teised ära lähevad.
Great help is the ones that are going to come early before everybody gets here.
Ja suured abimehed on need, aitajad on need, kes tulevad varem teistest.
And they're going to be the last ones to leave
Ja on need, kes viimasena ära lähevad.
to make sure that everything is done.
Ja olemaks kindel, et kõik asjad on korda tehtud.
Those are the kind of people that we should be looking for to come and help us.
Ja need on inimesed, keda me peaksime otsima, et nad tuleksid meile appi.
And you know, for me in my life and what I've done in the past is I've sowed that kind of seed.
Ja minu elus on nii, et ma olen minevikus külvanud selliseid seemneid.
I was always the person that was, when I was helping somebody else, I would be the first one there and the last one.
Ja ma olin alati selline, kui ma kedagi aitasin, et mina olin esimene, kes oli kohal ja viimane, kes ära läks.
I would do whatever needs to be done
Ma tegin ükspuha mida oli vaja.
because I was just happy to be serving God and helping somebody else do their part.
Sest ma olin õnnelik, et ma võisin teenida Jumalat ja aidata teistel täita oma ülesandeid.
And so that's the seed that I sowed when I was younger.
Ja see oli see seeme, mida ma külvasin, kui ma olin noorem.
And now I'm reaping from that
Ja nüüd ma lõikan seda.
because we have people that show up here before I show up.
Sest siin on nüüd inimesed, kes tulevad kohale varem minust.
I don't have to come turn on the lights and the music so that everybody comes into that.
Ma ei pea tulema siia ja panema tulesid põlema ja muusika mängima.
You know, we have other people that do that
Meil
now
on teised inimesed, kes teevad seda nüüd.
so that I can focus on what I need to do.
Nii et ma võin nüüd keskenduda sellele, mida mina pean tegema.
But again, I think we receive what it is that we have shown in our own lives.
Aga taas me saame seda, mida me oleme näidanud üles omaenda elus.
And we need to lead by example,
Ja me peame juhtima eeskujuga,
just like David did.
nii nagu Taavet tegi seda.
We teach what we know.
Me õpetame seda, mida me teame.
As a leader, you produce who you are.
Ja juhina sa taas lood seda, kes sa oled.
And if you don't like what you're producing, if you don't like the kind of people that are around you,
Ja kui sulle ei meeldi see, mida sa lood, kui sulle ei meeldi need inimesed, kes on sinu ümber,
then I think you need to change who you are,
siis ma arvan, et sa peaksid muutuma inimesena ise.
right? Change yourself
Muutma iseennast,
to help the others around you become better.
et aidata teistel muutuda paremaks sinu ümber.
And another thing that Eleazar showed a good quality of leadership was in verse 10.
Ja siis salmis 10 on veel üks asi, mis räägib Eleazarist kui suurest juhist.
Sama man.
Yeah.
One thing that he did in verse 10, I think that was really cool.
Ja see üks asi, mida ta veel tegi, millest on räägitud salmis 10,
And I think it just shows the heart of a leader.
see näitab juhi südant.
When he didn't complain
Ta ei kaevanud,
when
ei nurisenud,
the others got the spoils.
kui teised said selle saagi.
He didn't complain.
Ta ei nurisenud.
He fought the battle.
Tema võitis selle lahingu.
He was the one that defeated the enemy.
tema oli see, kes võitis vaenlase
The rest of the army came back
ja ka ülejäänud armee tuli tagasi,
when there was nothing left but treasure.
kui ei olnud midagi muud peale aarete seal
And he didn't complain.
ja ta ei nulisenud selle
And I
pärast.
believe that is a sign of a good leader.
Ja see on üks hea juhi tunnuseid.
Leaders will always build roads for others to walk on.
Ja juhid ehitavad alati teid teiste jaoks, kus nad saaksid käia.
And if you don't want to do that,
Ja kui sina ei taha seda teha,
if you only want to enjoy what you have made,
kui sina tahad nautida ainult seda, mida sina oled teinud,
then don't try to be a leader.
siis ära püüa olla juht.
But as a leader, sometimes you got to plow the way and let others behind you get the benefits of it.
Aga mõnikord juhina sa pead kündma seda vagu nii-öelda ja laskma teistel selle õnnistuse osalisteks saada.
I think good leaders always make sacrifice for others.
Ja head juhid toovad alati ohvreid teiste jaoks.
And so this is a mentality we've got to have as a leader.
Ja selline on hoiak, mis meil peaks juhtidena olema.
And I like how Eleazar and Shammah, they stayed loyal to David.
Ja mulle meeldib see, kuidas Eleazar ja Samma püsisid lojaalsetena Taavetile.
And you should want the best for those that are around you.
Ja sa peaksid tahtma parimat nendele inimestele, kes on sinu ümber.
And when you want the best for those around you,
Ja kui sina tahad parimat nendele inimestele, kes on sinu ümber,
they're going to be more loyal to you.
siis nad on lojaalsemad sinule.
I want the best for everybody here in this church.
Ma tahan parimat kõikidele inimestele selles koguduses.
I think you know that. That's why you come.
Ma usun, et te teate seda, sellepärast et te ka käite siin.
I think you trust that what I am trying to teach you, what I believe God wants to show you is for your good.
Ja ma usun, et see, mida mina õpetan ja mida Jumal tahab teile näidata, on teie heaks, teie hüveks.
And I want the best for all of our church staff and all the leadership in our church.
Ja ma tahan parimat kogu meie koguduse meeskonnale ja meie koguduse juhtkonnale.
And I think that they all know that.
Ja ma usun, et nad kõik teavad seda.
And so I am loyal to the ones that are closest to me.
Nii et ma olen lojaalne nendele, kes on minule kõige lähedasemad.
And because of that, they are loyal to me.
Ja sellepärast on nemad ka lojaalsed minule.
They will stand up for me because they know I would stand up for
Ja
them.
nad seisavad minu eest, sest nad teavad, et mina seisan nende eest.
And so I think loyalty comes from the top. Loyalty to one another comes from the leader.
Ja ma usun, et lojaalsus üksteisele, see tuleb juhi poolt.
That when the leader is loyal to those under him will be loyal to the
Kui
leader.
juht on lojaalne nendele, kes on tema all, siis need, kes on tema all, on lojaalsed ka temale.
And so again, we want to find good leaders.
Ja taas me tahame leida häid juhte.
We want to find people that will help us to win.
Me tahame leida inimesi, kes aitavad meil võita.
As we read last week in 2 Samuel chapter 8,
Nii nagu me lugesime möödunud nädalal 2. Samueli 8. peatükist,
and we read from verses 6 and verse 14.
lugesime salmidest 6 ja 14.
And both of those verses, one of the things it said about David was this,
Ja mõlemas salmis on Taaveti kohta öeldud seda,
that the Lord helped David wherever he went.
et isand aitas Taavetit kõikjal, kuhu ta läks.
And it would talk about what he did,
Ja me rääkisime sellest, mida ta tegi.
and then the Bible would say again, and the Lord helped David wherever he went.
Ja siis Piibel ütleb taas, et isand aitas Taavetit kõikjal, kuhu ta läks.
And so if we want to get on a winning team,
Ja kui me tahame olla osa sellest võidumeeskonnast,
and I believe that's all of us,
ja ma usun, et me oleme kõik sellised,
I think everybody wants to win.
ma usun, et kõik tahavad võita.
Sometimes some of the things that we're doing with kids these days, I don't think is right.
Ja ma leian, et mõned asjad, mida me teeme tänapäeval lastega, ei ole õiged.
And I don't think it's such a big thing here in Estonia, but in America, I hear about it, and that just makes me crazy.
Ja Eestis ei ole võib-olla see nii suur asi, aga Ameerikas, kui ma kuulen sellest, see ajab mind täiesti pöördesse.
But they do sports, and they put the kids out on the thing and let them play football or whatever,
Ja nad lasevad lastel näiteks jalgpalli mängida.
and they don't keep score
Ja nad ei pea arvet nende väravate üle.
because they just think everybody's winners.
Sest nad leiavad, et kõik on võitjad.
Oh, how stupid is that?
Kui rumal see küll on.
How many know the kids on that field are keeping score?
Et
The kids that are playing the game keep the score.
ja need lapsed, kes mängivad seal, nemad tegelikult peavad arvet väravate.
There might not be a scoreboard 3-2,
Ja seal ei pruugi olla seda tablood 3-2 näiteks.
but all the players on that field know they scored 3 and we only
Aga
scored
kõik
2.
mängijad seal väljakul teavad, et meie lõime 3 väravat ja nemad
Oh
lõime
no,
2
you're all
väravat.
winners. Everybody's a winner.
Ei, te olete kõik võitjad, kõik on võitjad.
That is not a mentality that's going to do anything.
Aga see on hoiak, mis ei saavuta mitte midagi head.
We've got to have a winning mentality.
Meil peab olema selline hoiak, et me oleme võitjad.
And we got a desire to be on a winning team.
Ja me peame tahtma olla võitja meeskonnas.
Not just be glad that we're on a team,
Mitte ainult olema rõõmsad selle üle, et me oleme mingis meeskonnas,
but we should desire to win.
vaid meil peab olema soov võita.
And so we need to find leaders who the Lord helps.
Nii et me peame leidma juhte, keda isand aitab.
I want to find leaders that the Lord helps them wherever they go.
Mina tahan leida selliseid juhte, keda isand aitab kõikjal, kuhu nad lähevad.
And then I'm going to hook up with those guys and I'm going to say, I'm here to help
Ja
you.
siis ma liitun nende juhtidega ja ütlen, et ma olen siin selleks, et sind aidata.
Why do I want to help them?
Miks ma tahan neid aidata?
Because they're winners.
Sest nad on võitjad.
Why are they winners?
Miks nad on võitjad?
Because the Lord helps them wherever they go.
Isand aitab neid kõikjal, kuhu nad lähevad.
If the Lord is going to help them, I want to be part of that.
Kui isand aitab neid, siis mina tahan ka olla osa sellest.
And so that's how we should be.
Ja sellised me peaksime olema.
We should be looking for people that the Lord is helping them with whatever they do.
Me peaksime otsima inimesi, keda isand aitab, ükspuha, mida nad siis teevad.
And I think that would be a great testimony to be about our church.
Ja see oleks suurepärane tunnistus ka meie koguduse kohta.
The Lord helps them whatever they do.
Isand aitab neid ükspuha, mida nad teevad.
I want that to be known of Elava Vekoga.
Ma tahan, et seda teataks Elavave koguduse kohta.
That whatever we do, that we're just led and we're anointed by God to do it.
Et mida me iganes teeme, me oleme juhitud ja võitud Jumalast tegema.
And so this gift, this anointing is something that I believe we can develop in
Ja
ourselves.
see and, see võidmine on midagi sellist, mida me võime endas arendada.
You develop the anointing by getting into the Word, by spending time in prayer.
Sa arendad seda võimist, et selle läbi, et sa loed Jumala sõna ja palvetad.
And this is why I'm encouraging you guys all the time
Ja sellepärast ma õhutan teid kogu aeg,
to get into the Word, learn the Bible,
et te uuriksite Piiblit, õpiksite tundma
spend time
Piiblit,
with the Lord.
veedaksite aega isandaga,
Talk to Him about your day. Talk to Him about your life. Talk to Him about His Word.
räägiksite temaga oma päeva kohta ja oma elu kohta ja tema sõna kohta.
And talk to Him about what you're believing Him for.
Ja räägiksite talle sellest, mida te usute tema käest saada.
Ask Him to show you what it is that you're supposed to do with your life.
Ja küsiksite tema käest, et mida ta tahab, et te tema eluga teeksite.
And as we do, we develop that we grow in that anointing
Ja kui me teeme seda, siis me kasvame selles
to
võidmises.
be able to accomplish what it is that He's put us on earth
Et
to
olla
accomplish.
võimelised saavutama neid eesmärke, mis ta on meile andnud siin maa peal
And
teha.
I think that we should all be expecting to grow in our lives.
Ja me peaksime kõik ootama seda, et me kasvame oma elus.
Amen. Grow in the anointing of God.
Kasvama Jumala võidmises.
Grow in your ability to be used by God.
Kasvama oma võimekuses olla kasutatud.
I'm the one that's responsible for that in my life.
Ja mina olen see, kes vastutab selle eest oma elus.
Hubert is not responsible for my anointing.
Ja Hubert ei ole vastutav minu võidmise eest.
He can pray,
Ta võib palvetada,
he can help,
ta võib aidata,
he can do his part,
ta võib anda oma osa,
but he's not responsible for my anointing.
aga tema ei ole vastutav minu võidmise eest.
I am.
Mina olen.
I could pray for you,
Mina võin palvetada
I could
teie eest,
support you.
ma võin teid toetada,
I could encourage
ma
you,
võin teid julgustada, õhutada,
but you are responsible for your anointing.
aga teie olete vastutavad oma enese võidmise eest.
That is something we have all been given an opportunity to grow in.
Ja see on asi, milles meile kõigil on antud võimalus kasvada.
And I think that we should all be doing our very best to grow.
Ja me peaksime kõik andma oma parima, et kasvada.
I believe that we're in this together as a church, as the body of Christ.
Ja ma usun, et me oleme selles koos kogudusena ja Kristuse ihuna.
And if we work together, I think we could always be a success.
Ja kui me teeme koos asju, siis me võime olla alati edukad.
And so we need to have those leaders that God is always going to be helping.
Ja meil on siis alati sellised juhid, kellega Jumal on koos.
And if you have a leader who is over you, you should ask the question,
Ja kui sinu üle on keegi juht, siis sa peaksid esitama selle küsimuse.
do they have an anointing to do what they're doing?
Kas neil on võidmine teha seda, mida nad teevad?
Is the Lord helping them do what they're doing? That's what the anointing is, the help
Kas
of God.
isand aitab neil teha seda, mida nad teevad? See ongi just võidmine.
And so the anointing is the help that God gives.
Ja võidmine on see abi, mida Jumal annab.
Do they have the help of God?
Kas neil on Jumala abi?
And if they don't,
Ja kui neil ei ole,
then you should say, Lord, what can I do to help them to find their place?
siis sa peaksid küsima, isand, mida ma võiksin teha, et aidata neil leida oma paik.
And that's the responsibility for everyone.
Ja see on igaühe vastutus.
That's the responsibility for the leader. I think that's the responsibility for those under him to help him to get to that
Ja
place.
see on juhi vastutus ja see on nende inimeste vastutus, kes on nende all, et aidata tal jõuda sellesse paika.
But the leader himself has to go there.
Aga juht ise peab minema sellesse paika.
Nobody else can go there for him.
Ja keegi ei saa tema eest seda teha.
And as a leader, I think we should look at the ones under us.
Ja juhina me peaksime vaatama ka inimesteni inimeste peale, kes on meie all.
And if somebody under you is not doing something with the help of God, if they're not growing in the anointing,
Kui keegi teeb midagi ilma Jumala abita, kui nad ei kasva võidmises,
that we should ask the question, God, how can I help them find their place?
siis me peaksime esitama küsimuse, Jumal, kuidas me saame aidata neil leida oma paik.
This is one of the prayers that I pray a lot.
See on üks palve, mida ma väga palju palun.
When I pray over you, when I pray over our church,
Kui ma palun teie eest, kui ma palun meie koguduse eest.
God, how can I help them find their place?
Jumal, kuidas ma võiksin aidata neil leida oma paik?
Use me, Lord, to put them in the right place so that they could take this further than I could ever take it.
Kasuta mind, Isand, et panna neid õigesse paika.
So they could take it further than I could
Et
ever
nad
take.
võiksid viia need asjad kaugemale kui mina.
That this church could do so much more than I could ever do on my own.
Et see kogudus teeks palju enam, kui mina suudaksin iganes teha.
And so again, together we can do great things.
Et koos me suudame teha suuri asju.
And we see these examples through the life of David.
Ja me näeme neid näiteid Taaveti elus.
Amen.
Amen.
You getting something out of this?
Kas te olete saanud midagi
I
sellest?
want us to grow in our understanding of what it is to be a leader.
Ma tahan, et me kasvaksime oma arusaamises selle kohta, mida tähendab olla juht.
Thank God for his word.
Tänu
Hallelujah.
Jumalale tema sõna eest.
Would you stand with me?
Ja olge paid ja tõuske püsti.
And let me just ask, does anybody here tonight have a prayer request, something that we can lift up to the
Ja ma
Lord together?
küsin täna õhtul, et kas meil on kellelgi mingid palvesoove, mida me võiksime tõsta Isand ette?